You was so earlier we were talking about Black History Month,
Yeah.
and you were alluding to the Black Wall Street in Tulsa. What happened down there? Can you explain what
Yeah.
happened again?
Yeah. So speak on it again. Well, I'm not gonna speak on it again, but
Mhm.
for the camera, uh, basically, Black Wall Street was a bunch of booming black businesses. Like it was generating a lot
Mhm.
of money. Um, and racist people starting hating for no reason. Like I still don't understand the
Mhm.
concept of racism. Like
Yeah.
I know it exists. I know it's detrimental to a lot of people,
Hmm.
but they basically just burned down a bunch of buildings and erased it from history because a lot of people didn't know about it
Right.
until like I'm not gonna speak for the genuine like the general population, but a lot of people didn't know about it because I didn't know about it until like a
Hmm.
couple years ago or like a year or two ago or something like that.
Hmm.
About how messed up it was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Imagine if we had the Black Wall Street. I probably wouldn't be here around, to be honest
That's
with you,
crazy.
because my family's from Oklahoma.
Hmm. Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, and my grandma. So my oldest auntie, R.I.P. Auntie Sharon, she was the only one that was born in Oklahoma.
Hmm.
My nana, my grandma, my grandpa, they're all from Oklahoma. They're probably from the south, but they moved to Oklahoma.
Hmm.
And then my grandpa left, according to my dad,
Yeah.
due to racism.
Oh
So
shit.
they moved to California because just racist
When
people
was
out here.
this?
I don't know. I have
Was it
no
like early,
idea.
early? Like when racism was like big?
Like my dad was born in 1960 something.
Hmm.
So and then my uncle Leonard is a couple years older than him. So they've been here since like probably 1949, 50 something.
Shit.
Yeah, like my auntie Sharon was like 2 or 3 when they moved here.
Cause
So I've been in Long Beach. I've been in Long Beach for a long. Like my family's been in Long Beach for
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
So
Man, because I feel like with Black History Month, just in general, like we're late to shit. They hit a lot of stuff. Like we just barely finding out about Juneteenth, the massacre.
Juneteenth massacre? Did the Juneteenth massacre?
You didn't know that? You didn't know there's a
No, because like every time I talk,
Yeah.
like think about Juneteenth, it's
Yeah.
always a celebration. Like it's
Yeah.
always you know what I mean, a celebration of the day slaves got free, except for in
Mhm.
Texas.
Oh shit! Is that the day?
Yeah, yeah, because because Texas was the last state
Yeah.
to free the slaves.
Oh, see, I
Yeah.
need to brush up my Black History Month, bro. I'm
You
sorry.
don't gotta brush up on it. You just gotta be aware. That's
Yeah.
it. Like you don't gotta be like a professional at it.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be a professional at it.
You know some other race shit that happened? Well, let's go back. Let's go to the Asian side.
Yeah.
Even though it's Black History Month, I
The
love you,
Khmer
bro.
Rouge, is that how you say it?
Khmer Rouge.
Is that I said it right?
That's not. Yeah, you said it right. Khmer Rouge, kind of.
Yeah.
I forgive you. Khmer Rouge.
Khmer
It's
Rouge?
not racism because it was a civil war in Cambodia.
Oh, yeah.
So like, the Cambodian dictator Pol Pot, he wanted to. I guess in a sense it was kind of racism, but he wanted to get rid of like the smart people. So
Oh, he wanted to be like make them dumb so they can listen to everything he says, like
Yeah.
how North Korea is.
mhm, right. So he wanted
Don't
like
cancel
full
me.
control. Started killing millions. But
That's crazy.
mhm,
Like you got to be a psychopath to be like, hey, I want you to be a dumb mother.
yeah.
And I'm gonna just murder you because you are smart, or you can read, or you
Yeah.
can write, or you can. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The crazy part about it is that shit was pretty relevant, pretty like close recently.
Yeah.
Like that shit happened in the 70s. So
It happened. Oh,
it
it
happened
was
in the 70s, like
Yeah.
40 years ago.
Cause that's what. Aren't you like a first gen?
First gen, yeah, America or Cambodia America. Technically, I guess you could consider my dad
The first
because
gen?
he came here first and he became American first.
No, I'm saying like.
Like
Oh, he
born here?
became a citizen before.
Mhm. You
Oh,
mean like,
before you were born.
shit, I don't even know, to be honest.
That's what I'm
But,
asking.
yeah.
Because if that's the case, then you're the first gen American
yeah.
because he was still technically
I
a
could be.
citizen of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my pops, he was actually in the field when that shit happened.
Really.
Yeah, so like he has a lot of trauma from that. Like I remember this one time, we had like social workers back then, and like I was like a real troubled kid. Like this is just in ninth grade.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I did not want to stay home because my dad, he was fearful of like all the violence, especially like in Long Beach. So I would stay home a lot. And then when I became in ninth grade, I'm like, oh, I see everybody hanging out with
Yeah.
the friends, and I wanted to do that. So I rebelled, but then I talked to the social worker once. He told me about this story. My dad he wrote about my dad. He said my dad used to have like repetitive like nightmares. Like he would wake up with a dream of like somebody stabbing him or chasing him with a knife.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's crazy. That war stuff is That's war stuff is crazy, man. That war stuff is nuts. Like imagine. That's why a lot of like vets are homeless.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's trauma. A lot. Yeah, it's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of mental stuff. Like that stuff is deep. Like people don't understand that. Like you know, cause my dad was a military guy. He was in the military for a minute before the military basically broke his body down.
Fuck.
But like even now, like he still suffers from like insomnia. He doesn't sleep. You know what I mean?
I bet.
His body hurts, like from all the surgeries he had to get on his ankles and things like that. Like
that's crazy.
But he used the system to work, and now he has a house, and we live. I went to college because of it. Like if it wasn't for that, I wasn't gonna go out of state to go to college, bro. I was paying $600 a unit.
Took care of your dad.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's crazy because.
But that's why. But I also, when I was in Maine. They asked me when I was working at the deli, they was asking me like, did I want to donate to something or like whatever part of my paycheck to something. And I was like, hell yeah. But I always picked the homeless vets or like the things to help veterans. Like I was donating like $5, $10 out of my check. I was broke then too. I was still donating $5, $10 out of my check every week to
just care about people.
Yeah.
Just want to help out.
Yeah.
What I've learned is some people that have gone through like a lot of pain don't like to see people in pain. So that's why maybe have you gone through a lot of pain growing up?
I wouldn't say a lot of pain. It's just, man, like some people's situations are worse than yours, and you don't want them to see that, or like you don't want them to feel that way. You want them to feel like someone else cares, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I went through I went through a bunch of stuff, but it's like I'm not gonna speak on it. I don't want to speak on it.
Right.
But I understand like there's someone that's out there with way worse than me. You know what I mean? And I think that's why some things that I do, it's a reflection of that. Like I never had shoes back in the day. Now I got over 100 and something pairs of shoes because I couldn't afford it. You get what I'm saying? I was walking around with 3-4 pairs of Vans, but I would tear through my Vans because I was trying to hoop and shit. So it's like, I gotta.
I become a little guilty of that too. For me, overspending because I didn't have shit in the past. I'm like, oh shit, I can finally get some Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
There you go. That's where it all goes. Big.
Yeah, and at least and then you don't learn about finance, like how to take care of your finances. I didn't learn I'm barely getting control of my finances. I was like spending because I was making it and I never had nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, I could go get something. Yeah. And then you get that temporary rush feeling of like. Buying something, that dopamine of just getting it. Oh yeah, I got it. Temporary happiness. And like that shit's not
because when you see that bank check, the bank amount go lower,
I'll be like ooh.
I went too overboard, bro.
But then when you get to that $30-$40 range, if you on your last, you know how to make that shit stretch though. Yeah. I for sure know how to make $30 stretch for a whole week. No cap.
Definitely for the last week.
Hey, but I got to the point where I got a lot of my bills on auto pay. I don't really have to worry about it.
Shit, because it goes cheaper. Some shit are cheaper when it's on auto pay.
Yeah,
too.
The one bill I don't have on auto pay is my phone bill.
Why not?
I don't, because it's so high, bro.
Oh,
it's high. And then like the day, like I like when I know a bill's gonna be on a certain day. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my phone bill always changes from like it's on the 27th or the 27th. It's due on the 27th. Yeah. But sometimes that should be on a Monday. Sometimes it'll be on Tuesday. Yeah. Sometimes that'd be sitting on a Saturday. Bye, Mia. Shout out Mia. She's dope.
She's my if you don't know who Mia is, that's the love of my life.
It's the love of Andy's life.
My life. You know, she's my first one, bro. Like, how lucky did I get for that first one to, like...
Nigga, you're extremely lucky, bro.
Ninja, please.
Yeah, you're gonna... No, you're extremely lucky, bro.
Yeah. I would say I got blessed. Because people have hard time finding love. And when you find love, man...
on your first
that shit is work. Bro. I'll tell you, that shit is work for sure.
I believe it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still gotta work on myself. Not work on myself, but like work on being a good person. So like
we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I just want to be better. Like I've made so many mistakes because I ain't been taught either. Like I ain't had no one to show me like, oh, this is what it is. Like I just had like had great examples,
Yeah.
but no one sat me down with
Yeah.
like, hey, this is how you do this. This is not step by step, but like this is a genuine, like a genuine. I don't even know how to
You know
talk
what
right
it
now.
is? We never grew up with communication.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
it's up to us to break that kind of generational curse of
Mm-hmm.
opening up and working on yourself. Because back then, when we grew up, it's just don't complain. You know, what you have to complain for? Why you sad?
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
And that shit, when you push that shit down too much, that shit can do too much.
Yeah.
And you explode.
Yeah.
You know.
And then sometimes, like what I've noticed now, especially like our generation, like our parents didn't know how to, like, they just, some kids are raised off survival, and some people are raised off of love.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell who's raised off love, and you can tell who's raised off survival. Like, sometimes I feel like I had a mixture of both, and I revert back to their survival mode. So it's like, I do a lot of selfish shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not, like, on purpose.
It's just how you grew up.
It's just how I grew up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love my dad. Like, but we never had emotional conversations until I got way older. I didn't really have emotional conversations until I got out of college. I'm getting out of college. I'm 24.
Yeah. When you talk about survival, that shit is so true because I remember this one time in middle school, I had like all my homies, like 3 homies come over to come and kick it and eat some food. And then our nanny that was watching us at the time, she got so pissed off because I was giving them our food, our catil, which is like a pho. But anyways, I was giving them food, and she got pissed off. And then I'm like, oh, it makes sense because my whole life we grew up off of government assistance.
Yeah.
How is it?
Why are we giving it away?
Yeah,
type
exactly.
shit. Yeah. Hell yeah.
The thing is, there's still people out there that talk down about government assistance. They're like, you might be lazy and shit.
Nah, it's not. I don't think it's laziness. Some people work the system because they're lazy. But to work the system, you gotta be diligent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
really
is it really laziness, or is it just you being able to like, not finesse, but like to move around a certain way?
Yeah, because Section 8, man, I can't imagine how I would have lived through life without that shit, bro.
Because it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, life is Long Beach
is expensive.
Bro, it's fucking expensive.